This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network.
Hello. Hold on. He said we was rolling.
Oh, my bad.
Hey guys.
Hi.
What it do?
What the
What
business,
the business
is.
is.
We got a guest today. We got a guest today. We got a guest today. Hey y'all, welcome back to the We Them Girls podcast.
Yeah.
I am that girl Mel.
Oh, me?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
I thought you was going to go
No,
to me.
it's fine. And I'm Mel Deanna.
And I'm Miranda Annette. Hi,
It's
y'all.
our friend Miranda, y'all.
It's our friend and our
Hey,
first
y'all.
guest.
I'm so honored, y'all. Thank y'all so much for having me, for real.
Of course. I'm
I'm
excited.
so excited.
I'm excited. And guess what, y'all? My birthday is in 4 days.
Period.
So y'all know we finna cut up.
Look, we
It
hype.
is.
We hype.
I love that my friends get so hyped on my
It
birthday.
is.
Because we got to be on one accord.
We gotta be on one
Because
accord.
I done already sent my text. What you wearing?
She said, so
what
what's the
shoes?
vibe?
Because
What's the
aesthetics
vibe?
are
'Cause
important.
100%.
If I'm
Okay.
putting this on, what you putting on?
Mm.
And my friends know me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, so what else you get?
So what's your other option?
Yeah. That's it. You ain't got no. Okay.
So what was your vibes? Like,
Listen.
okay.
We gotta be on one accord. But yeah, it's my birthday week. And I close out Virgo season
That's right.
September 22nd. So I celebrate all season long.
Mm.
And we're going to start with celebrating today's podcast
Ooh-wee.
and our first guest.
Ooh-wee.
We got to
Taking
shot
it
it
past
up.
the down. Little
Taking
shot.
it
Pew, pew, pew,
We got to shot
pew.
it up.
Brandy, you got your shot?
Brandy, you got your
ready?
shot? Yeah. Cheers to turning 33.
33.
33. God is good.
You look 23.
Oh.
We taking them, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's go. We love tequila.
What is this? Terramana?
Okay, it's smooth.
It tastes like grenadine.
that it
Syrup.
falls
Like syrup, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
Like, you know how, like, lava lamps? So it falls in
That's really how
It is. Yeah. And if you put too much and you see that much grenadine at the bottom, you
Yes.
know it's too much. Real thick.
I hate when my drink is real pretty, so I don't want to stir it up. And then it be
Yeah.
ugly.
So take your picture and
And then
then
you stir
stir
it
it up. Yeah. But I like drinks that are the ingredients are very simple.
Mm-hmm.
So all you got is bourbon, lemon juice, simple syrup,
Mm-hmm.
and top it off with some champagne or prosecco.
She say that she adds this little orange zest to
It's
the side.
the orange peel was for garnish.
But as soon as I picked my cup up, it fell off.
The cocktail was way prettier than this.
It was
but
so cute, y'all.
It
It was
tastes
so
good.
cute.
That's all right.
Virgos love an aesthetic.
Listen,
I love
What are you,
Virgos.
Miranda?
I'm a Sagittarius. Okay.
he asked my sign. Why was she hugging Mike like that, girl? It ain't about y'all. It's about me.
That's fine. That's fine. We gotta know what we working with, so we can.
Yes. We a Capricorn.
Capricorn. But for some reason, we are really connected to Sagittarius.
Listen, I asked Deanna, I said, why are Sagittarius so attracted to me?
The men.
We the best. Oh.
Male Sagittarius is?
You know, I've never dealt with a man Sagittarius. It's the simple way. Are they really that much different than women?
But I feel like the men zodiacs are different than the women.
Yeah, because I don't really, I do not fuck with male Virgos. They are
I
strange
can
to
see
me.
that.
They are so strange to me.
I can
It's
see that.
weird. It's like a overcompensation for your insecurities that I notice in male Virgos. Now it ain't all of y'all, so don't come in my inbox.
Relax, chill.
Yeah, just relax. But a lot of them that I have met do all the like real boastful talking. Yeah, I'm this and I'm just a different type of nigga and I'm relax because you're not. And y'all do a whole lot. Y'all do a whole lot of talk, and I don't really care for that. However, I've noticed that a lot of Sagittarius men do the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really have
I feel
never.
like man, period.
I've only ran into Sagittarius women, and Sag women really have an instant connection. Like I can meet a girl and we be like super super cool,
Mm-hmm.
and I be like, "What's your sign?" And every time she's like, "I'm a Sag,"
Hmm.
and we just always click.
I've never had an issue with. I don't know that I've met a whole lot of y'all, but I've never had an issue with.
Yeah, we're the coolest.
Yeah, well,
I mean, then you have Jay-Z, so
he's a Sag.
December 4th.
Nicki Minaj is a Sag.
And
Oh, we don't
Beyonce-
claim her.
and
Yeah, 'cause she's
Beyonce's
a little-
Virgo.
she
Oh,
is.
yeah, Virgo. She loves.
I
her
know
shit.
how it is.
I wonder how that dynamic is.
She be talking about it in her songs.
I feel like she probably be talking hard to him.
She do, because the last little post that I seen at her concert, and she's like, I'm thankful for all the stuff that we've been through.
She be cussing that
She
nigga out.
do.
Mm-hmm.
She do.
I love it for her. She better. He is hood. He
Yeah.
is not going to deal with no meek.
And she from Houston. She's
And she's
ghetto.
from Houston.
I'm
What is
sure.
it? Her mama's from
Alabama.
Yeah.
No.
Daddy-
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Creole with that nigga.
Yeah.
I feel like look at y'all trying to think of the lyrics.
We are not the writers, obviously.
I feel like Beyonce is really nice
I think so too.
until you got her messed
I
up.
think she's just about her business.
Yeah,
And I feel
she
like
is.
it's Virgo.
100%.
Like, when y'all
And
don't play about the stuff y'all don't play about.
period.
Yeah.
That red set that she had on the visual. When she had it was like a red dress with the head.
With the
braid.
head thing.
I said Mel will pull it off.
Mm.
Mel will pull it off.
Why you ain't send it to me?
You was at the concert.
Oh, girl. That was a lot of things at the concert.
The word about costumes was not one of them.
Listen.
Because I mean, it was.
I was in
sitting
concert
there and
with
I was like, this girl here. And I was like, hey Mel, I was like, you could pull it off.
I feel like I'm at a stage in my life now where I just want to try different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not scared.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't like, oh, what are they going to think if I do this? First of all, I'm
And
going
that
to
is
body
the
this.
beauty of your 30s.
Yes.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that when I was 20 something, I thought 30s was just so old,
Mm-mm.
like so played out by then. Baby, my 30s have been
Beautiful.
beautiful. You can't tell me shit about me.
Right.
We said the same thing. That
You
is
can't
exactly
tell
what
me
we
shit
said.
about me. And it seems like it's literally clicks when you
Yeah.
turn 30.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that
It
before I
does.
turned 30, they said it's going to click for you.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that's going to happen to where it's like, I'm here, this is me, and you can't tell me nothing about me.
You can't tell
And
me
when I
nothing.
say it literally clicked, like
It's such a good spot to be in.
you ain't worrying about what nobody think about you.
Could care less.
Could care less.
It's like, does this make me happy? I don't care about going out at night no more.
No. Listen,
Daytime me, baby.
I don't want to go out at night.
I do not want. Have me in the house with a chicken wing by 10 o'clock, please.
A burger.
Because where the wings at?
Okay, a burger and fries.
Like,
Where the wings at?
girl, what y'all say? Lemon pepper.
Period.
Okay, like,
Cider ranch.
no.
Cider ranch.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything that don't make me happy. I love when I got to the point to where if I was only doing something because I felt obligated to do it, I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's still a work in progress, but I don't do it as much anymore.
I was literally about to say I'm still working on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Still working on that. Like,
Because we
in my
can't help. Like, it's just us.
If you got a big heart, like
Yeah.
you want to help, you want to show up, but if it's like every single time you dread doing it and you only do it out of obligation, you know what? I'm going to just sit this one out.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's how I feel about partying nowadays.
Yep.
Listen.
For real.
Like, it has to be
Brunch
like
me.
an
The Turner Sunday
occasion,
party.
or I have to have an outfit that I just really want to wear to be like
Like, let me get this
motivated
look
to
off
go
real
out.
quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Other than that, I'm perfectly fine with let's link at your house.
Period.
Like, let's meet up and have drinks.
What you want to cook?
What you
What you
'cause
wanna-
a snack needs to be involved.
Yeah.
What
What you wanna
is
do,
the theme
tacos,
for
Okay.
tonight?
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Let's pause. Let's see what our friend brought us.
Ooh, we got gifts.
Some Moscato.
We love
I
wine.
love that. The DIC is so good.
I like. You need to get the one. What is it? Lucio at Liquor Barn. They serve it at the Champagnery. It's fire.
It's real good. It's a Moscato too.
Yeah, but they have.
It's sparkling though.
They have.
Ooh, so it's like poppy.
It's not too sparkling because I don't like sparkling wine for real. It's like subtle.
Yeah, but they got the original that's at Champagnery has a blue label. But they have peach, they have blueberry.
Ooh, I love a peach. Ooh, I love a peach.
And it's $10 at Liquor Barn. It's like 20.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Have you ever
what I love?
Have you ever mixed your Moscato with tequila?
Ooh, do it.
You ain't never put me on to that, Mel.
Do it.
It's giving fake. You didn't tell me that.
Listen, I did it by accident one time because
How do you accidentally put tequila in your wine?
well, it wasn't by accident. Okay, so I had
She brought us flowers too.
okay, sorry, they're really pretty too.
There they are.
Thank
They're
you,
like
Miranda.
flowers. Y'all welcome. I just wanted to let y'all know that I was just like so freaking proud of y'all. I tune in every single week. I comment and I like and I share and subscribe. Y'all should too like, share, and subscribe to my girls.
And subscribe to your page, your
Listen,
YouTube vlogs every week.
every
I got to
week.
get caught up because you came
Vlogs.
out.
every single week.
You came
Outfit
out.
haul.
I'm trying to be consistent.
That's right. You should be.
We're trying to build this following.
You killing it.
That's what we were
Thank
like.
you,
You would be
y'all.
the perfect guest because I feel like I want to save this for.
Save it.
Okay.
Save it. Stop.
But I'm just very proud of you, and
Stop it, Mel.
I'm very excited that you are our first guest.
I'm so honored. Like, when you wrote me, I was like, literally, are you kidding me? Of course I would come. I feel like I was sending y'all brainwaves, like, ask me to come, ask me to come, ask me to come.
I'm hyped.
I'm so
This is
happy
gonna
to
be
be
lit.
Okay.
So let's start with a little icebreaker.
Who'd you?
Do we want to free ourselves first? Or you want to do the icebreaker?
I want to do the
first?
icebreaker first.
Okay.
Why my eyes getting low already? Listen.
Because it is. We said this podcast is brought to you by.
Listen, so
Watermelon. Well,
leading up to my birthday is
No.
what is it? Not
Orange.
watermelon.
no.
Orange and lemon.
Champagne.
Orange and lemon.
They kind of did it a little bit.
Go.
So we said leading up to my birthday is always some shenanigans. So if you
Let's
don't,
just partake and
if you
chill.
don't like shenanigans,
Then what you
Can I
doing?
see
this might
your
not be the
cups again?
episode for you.
Well, mine spilled.
What happened? Oh, hold on.
Mine was like up here.
Y'all just got me feeling like okay.
It spilled a little.
No, because I was just trying to keep it cute, but we ain't got to.
We love a cute host, y'all. I come into snacks and drinks. Like, shout
we
out
like
to
to
my
eat.
girls. I love y'all.
We like to eat.
And we don't like drinking on an empty stomach.
Period.
We like
Because
to eat.
then
My
this
kind of
hour-
girls.
no, this hour right here is gonna get lower than this one. If y'all notice it first, y'all let me know so I can.
Okay. Yes, Mel.
Yeah,
You looking crazy.
help me out a little bit.
I'm going to just do one of these.
Right. Okay, I'm feeling.
I'm dead. Bye.
Oh wait. So our icebreaker is
Oh, they might be a little high.
LaWarn. That's all right.
Thick thighs save lives.
Save
Period.
lives.
We know something about it. So another podcast that I have fallen in love with, Cocktails.
I like
Love those girls.
Love Kiki and Medina.
Mm-hmm.
They have a card game called I'm Curious to Know. And we're going to get to know Miranda a little bit.
It's giving y'all in my business.
That's right.
But she going to get to know us too because we going to all answer.
Okay, let's go.
Let's
As long as we all telling our business. I'm
We all
fine.
going to tell our business.
Let's go.
Deanna be trying to act all, girl. Deanna tries to act like a prude.
No, I just tell my business in private.
Girl. This is a good starter one.
Okay.
How do you feel about marriage? This is for everybody.
Ooh.
I'll answer first, I guess. How do I feel about marriage? I feel like the question was, how do you feel about marriage? I feel like I want to be married one day.
Yes.
I have not lost hope. I have not been, well, I'm not jaded now. I think I was at one point. But I think because I don't really put my hope in other people's relationships, because you know how people be like, oh, I guess it just ain't no hope now. That
I
so-and-so
said it
ain't-
earlier with Tiana and Iman.
I was like, there's still hope. We just gotta quit putting our hope
That broke
in.
my heart. I'm so sorry.
It did, but I still have hope that they can
Cause they not
fix
us.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
not
still
us.
love each other. They still friends. They not divorced. They just separated. Sometimes it takes for people to separate.
Oh, baby, I know. I'm
Yeah.
too well. Oh, baby, y'all know.
Yes,
Y'all know, I
we
know. All
So
too well.
I do believe, if it's one thing that I have always seen in my future as a husband, I've always seen that in my future. And not to just, I don't want a husband just to have a
because,
husband.
yeah.
I don't want to just marry somebody just to marry somebody. Like, I want to build with somebody. I want a legacy with somebody that don't include kids. Well, my own kids. He got to be okay with that. My husband gonna be okay with
And
that.
he is, because
He
God
is,
made
'cause
him
God
for
gonna
you.
send- yeah.
And he's not going to send you no man that don't want what you want.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Write
And
it down.
so-
Make it plain.
Period. I do. I believe that marriage is beautiful
I do too.
when you marry who God has for you.
Exactly.
How do y'all feel about marriage?
You want to answer? You want me to answer?
Yeah.
I can answer. I've been in a relationship since I was 12.
Shut up.
No, I literally met my boyfriend when I was 19 and he was 20. And we broke up for just 1 year in between that time.
But y'all needed that time, right?
Huh?
Y'all needed that time.
Oh, absolutely. Like, because the woman, the girl I was at 19 is not the same woman I am her
Yeah.
at 34. So, like, we needed that time apart to learn ourselves. How I feel about marriage is that nobody can pressure us to do that. Like, we know who we are. We know where we stand. We know what we need to do for each other. And when the time is right and it makes sense for us to get married, we would do that.
That
And
makes sense.
so
Yeah.
my biggest thing is not to do that just because I'm on other people's side.
Yes.
I hate when people like, well, marriage is just a piece of paper.
Oh my
Or
God.
it don't
it's
take
not.
10 years to realize you want to
And
marry
sometimes,
somebody.
yes, it does.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because y'all marry
Okay.
people in 2 and then end up divorced in the 3rd year.
Because you don't really know that
Say
person
that.
even in the 5th year.
Exactly.
You don't even know yourself.
At all.
My mama said you don't even know that person in the 10th year because
Facts.
Period.
you're ever evolving. So a lot of times people will be like, well, you just not the same person that I met. And I'm not going to be the same
Yeah.
person that you
And
met.
I don't expect him to be either.
Exactly. So if
Yeah.
you're not willing to grow with me in every stage,
Mm-hmm.
then we just not going to work out.
And that's just the
work.
fact.
And y'all need to figure that out before y'all get married.
And that's just a fact. That's literally just a fact. So that's always just my biggest thing on marriage. But I do see myself as a wife, and I know
You
that when
are.
I'm gonna become a wife, thank you, girl.
You
I think
are.
I'm gonna be the best wife.
I love y'all's relationship.
Oh, thank you.
He loves you.
We're
Ooh.
so he be in there talking about me. You see
I'm gonna just say one little
He's
snippet.
not of many words.
and that's why we work.
Yeah.
But
Oh my God.
when I bring you up, he likes it.
Yeah. For sure.
He love me.
He love
Yeah,
you.
he do.
He
know.
love you.
Because
Yeah.
if not,
He know what he
he
can.
know we'll tell him that instead. You in the
Facts.
shop.
And
Nah.
that's why I love
Because we want
y'all.
him to come back. He's nice.
If y'all
No.
didn't know, Miranda is my client.
Mm-hmm.
We went to high
We
school
went, I was gonna say,
together,
we went to high school together,
but we weren't really. She was a grade above me, so we didn't really like. We knew of each other, but we wasn't really friends. But then she became my client at the shop, and we clicked
Just be kicking
instantly.
it.
Because
And-
good people recognize good
Yeah,
people.
period.
Good energy attracts good energy. And like we just knew.
Yeah.
Like that's my girl.
And we cut
Every time.
So
Every
we gonna cut
Every
up
time.
in a minute.
And now her man's come and get his hair braided.
Because he had to do something with that shit.
And he's cool. He's starting to like. Oh, I love when the guys come because they like. It's like when they come in, they like real reserved, like chill, don't want to say too much. But then once we start talking our mess and get the cutting up, then they loosen up a little bit. Like, oh, okay, like I can really kick it in here and chill, like. And it's like we know your girlfriend, like just come
Right.
chill.
Yeah.
But Anthony is very like don't say a lot of words. But I want y'all to know he loves y'all.
Oh,
He
love
talks
him,
about y'all cutting up all the time. He be so entertained, y'all.
he be cracking up.
He be watching the show, talking crap, and he be laughing, and we have a good time.
That's so funny. Okay, but how you feel?
Right? How you feel about marriage?
I'm hopeful.
these to you.
I
Oh,
think
you wanna
it.
go to the next
I think it could have happened for me at some point. I just realized that it's some stuff that I wasn't ready for. And also I feel like we were changing as people. But I think that it'll happen for me. I write it down. I ask God about it. I just feel like it needs to be and everybody's not perfect. So, because I was getting ready to say it needs to be the absolute right person, but everybody's not perfect. So, just, I mean, what I asked for, if it's something that needs to be worked on, then we work on that together.
It be the willingness to work.
Yeah,
that part.
You gotta be
That's
willing.
it. Yeah.
So I definitely think it's gonna happen.
I do too.
I don't see myself not, especially like with the way my life is going. Like I just feel like they definitely have to understand my lifestyle. Mm-hmm. That's the main thing. But just the way life is going, I just feel like that person's gonna come, and I want them. I want them to come. So, and I want them to be my forever person. So,
yeah.
And y'all know what's so tight? It's like the lessons you learned before.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
It gets you set up to what you want, what you don't want, what you're going to deal with, what you're not going to deal with.
Yeah.
And it helps you. I feel like I'm in a season now of accountability. Like really seeing myself and what my part is.
A word.
In just different situations. That is such a freeing, because ain't nobody else you can blame at that point. Yeah. And it's like when God shows you don't really have, you can either stay in that and be miserable, or you can change it and be like, ooh, that's ugly, I don't like it.
Yeah, because I told Mel, I said something, I was having a conversation with somebody, they gave me a compliment, and I was like, I didn't even know how to take the compliment. And I had to double back and apologize to them, because it's like, I don't want you to think I'm being a jerk. What you said to me, I was just so, I don't know, shocked by it maybe, that I didn't know how to respond. So, thank you, but I'm sorry, because I don't want you to think I'm being a jerk.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think what I was accountable for was realizing that I don't know how to be vulnerable around men. And that's huge. Like, how you gonna be married and you can't even be vulnerable around your husband? Oof. Like, so I was like wondering why I would be so drained. And I was like, well, that's because you always walking around with a guard up. Like,
But no, showing your representative at all times. Yeah.
Or I would like feel like, oh, I'm like really comfortable with this person, and then it would get to a certain point and I would like lock up again. And I was like, I don't want to keep doing it. Like, I don't want to go into every situation with my guard up. Like, it's too much. And so once I realized that, and I just need to feel safe with that person. Like,
but that be the thing. It's like you can't give
it to everybody. No.
You gotta earn that.
Yeah. But I also was like, I didn't want to go into every situation like this. Like, and I feel like I was doing that every time because I was so scared of getting my heart broke again.
Yep.
Because that feeling, like, it's so hard for me to come out of that. I would go into every situation like that, and I was like, that don't work neither.
Yep.
So, like, just be yourself.
Yep.
Pretty much.
That's it.
That's
because
it.
at the end of the day, you want them to like you for you. So why keep showing them somebody that they not gonna consistently have?
My bad. I just thought of something because
She gets on my nerves.
No, because when you said just be yourself, I'm like, dang, I really be overthinking stuff because I'm like, dang, was I myself too much? Like, because we always laugh and joke like how I don't be embarrassed by certain stuff because I'm like, I'm gonna be me 100%.
But I feel like you can never be yourself too much.
Yeah.
Either they gonna rock with it or they not.
Yeah. You either don't like it or you don't.
Once he seen what it was, if he wasn't here for it, then baby, you got to go.
I remember the moment that I realized that I was showing up as my representative for a long time was, so I had this long-term situationship, and we was like off and on. And the last time, I just showed up as me. Cause I was like, one, I don't have time to. I don't even remember like who I was showing up as. Like
what
was going on? That ain't even. I don't remotely meet anymore. So like, now you're just gonna get this. And y'all know I'm goofy. And so I was just cracking jokes. Like, I was just being me and like clowning them basically. But it was like fun. And he was like, where did this comedian Mel come from? And I was like, damn, like, this has literally always been me, but you've never known me as this. And we have been talking for so long. And I was like, wow, like, what a disservice.
Right.
Because I'm hilarious.
Mel's one of the funniest people.
No, she seriously is.
No,
So
I say it all
monkey.
the time. Because I feel like people like don't be thinking it, but dog, like I be so weak, and I don't even think it's just because she's my friend. It's just the stuff that she be saying. Even like when I be listening to her have conversation with her clients, I'm like,
A fool.
What?
A fool. I could just imagine what you be saying to them people.
I don't know what she said the other day.
I could just imagine what she be saying.
Cause I don't mean for it to come out.
It's just you.
I didn't do it to make him buy no product.
She said,
it is a little dry.
I said it was just a little thirsty. But I didn't mean for it. I don't mean for certain things to come out the way that they do.
They just coming out honestly. As long as you honest in your intentions, it's okay. He needed it.
I was just trying to help. I was just trying to help.
I'm dead.
Okay, your turn, Ren.
All right, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we start with you.
Mm.
So I won't do this one. I won't do this one because I don't want to answer it. Y'all want me to tell you what it was, though?
What is that?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how nasty are you?
Nope.
You ain't have to describe it. Now, this one you got to choose.
Okay, I'll do it. What was your hardest friendship breakup? Oh, my friend don't listen to this. I do.
I feel like people just.
We made back up, but it was a hard like. So me and one of my friends, I don't even know that it was necessarily a break up, but we kind of like drift. Yeah. We found out we was talking to the same dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, very weird.
How?
So she had
He
been.
knew. That's why I can't stand him.
He knew. Well, I don't think he knew.
He knew.
And y'all was friends? How did he not know?
I didn't know about him.
No.
Okay.
So one of our friends, very private.
Yeah, so we didn't know.
We don't know nothing
Look, I said
about what's
we
going on in this friend's life, for
Yeah,
real.
we didn't know. We didn't know.
Besides whatever she wants to tell us. And so I started talking to this guy online. It was very consistent. Like, I just had got excited or whatever. We was having a girls' night. I started describing the guy. She was like, what's his name? Told her his name. She said, what's his last name? Told her. She was like, oh, girl, don't talk to him. I was like, why? And she was like, he ain't shit, blah, blah. She basically just said that they was friends.
You said y'all made back up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said that they was friends, but she never explained the extent of, And so, she ends up telling him that she knows that we talk or whatever.
But she'll tell you. Her response to you was, don't talk to him.
I started crying because I was embarrassed. Like, because I read between the lines. I was like, oh, y'all been talking for a minute. She said how long they had been friends. I was like, nah, y'all been talking. And so, I was upset, not because he broke my heart or nothing, but I was like embarrassed that I was that excited about somebody and come to find out one of my closest friends, y'all been talking for years. So we found out that, I found out that she had approached him about the situation and things happened. And he come text me, I'm so sorry. I had no clue y'all was friends, blah, blah. So it just got weird between us after that. And so I kept wanting to have a conversation about it, but it kept getting swept under the rug. And I was like, I don't like weird energy or whatever. So I want to have the conversation. And so as long as it was swept under the rug, we was cool. But when we had the conversation and I was just like, listen, I didn't know what was up or whatever. It ain't like we like dated. We haven't kissed. We haven't had sex. Nothing has happened. Whenever he texts me, I text back. Like that was it. And so I was like, we was basically talking out of, he was consistent, basically. And so after everything was laid out on the table is when I felt kind of ghosted.
By him or by her?
By her. And I was like, dang,
That hurt.
we was cool
Yeah, you my girl.
when everything was swept under the rug. But once I laid everything out on the table and we actually had the conversation, it was like, dang, so we not friends no more?
Right.
And so I was hurt. And like my friends was like, okay, you should have a conversation. I was like, I've had conversations, or I've tried to, like, it was a point where I was trying to have the conversation or have more conversations. Like, what's up? Like, what's up between us or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, I don't know, we could, like, blah, blah, blah. But we wasn't, because I'm like, I know what our friendship was before. And so it got to a certain point to where I was like, I'm tired of having conversations, and my feelings just keep getting hurt. So
I just,
it was real hurtful. That's my girl
people don't
now,
talk
though.
about that, though.
Yeah, like we made up or whatever, but in that moment, I was like, that was the first time that I had ever like fallen out with a close friend.
Yeah.
And
I like that Mel likes to talk to her friends, although it's very hard, but she keeps it real. Like,
because y'all my friends are my family, so I
Yeah.
don't take it lightly. Like,
Facts.
what's up? Let's talk about it and like get past it.
because nowadays you can't even like make friends with people. Like, you don't know what people are on. Like, you don't know what
Nope.
people's you know, what word? Fill me in, Mel.
What people's intentions are.
Yeah. So, yeah, you just
I've only had 2 situations like that.
that's a lot.
I mean, yeah, it
Because
is
that's
a lot.
draining.
When in my whole life, like as far as like people I would call close friends,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably only been like 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a really tight family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was raised with, I'm the youngest of 3 girls.
Mm-hmm.
So my friends have always literally been like my family.
Mm-hmm.
We are the type of family that's like always gonna be together, have game nights, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So one situation, I had a best friend. We had literally been best friends for 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
I met her in 1st grade.
Wow.
And we were friends until we were grown. And then we just kind of grew apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to feel like I'm not really a jealous person. Y'all know me. I'm like very much
Girls, girl.
a girl's girl.
You gotta
So,
have your girls.
Yes, like
gotta be there
I
for your
really
girls.
cherish my friendships. So when I feel like I'm being left out, like for no reason, or I feel like you trying to play in my face, I don't like that feeling, and it hurts. So that was one situation. Me and her just kind of grew apart, and then my best friend, I literally can't even tell y'all why we fell out. And we fell out, and it was so hurtful. But I'm always such a like, I don't care. I'm not seeing nothing. That's that sad in me. Like, I don't care. Like me and her fell out. It's my best friend Jasmine. I could tell y'all because that's my baby. We fell out, girl. Anthony was still talking to her and everything. He was like, y'all friends. Like I don't want
y'all
none
gonna
of that
be
shit.
cool
Yeah.
Yeah, and we was because I know
He probably was trying to make y'all cool again.
he was like Jasmine said, calling. I'm like, I'm not calling her. And he's probably telling her the same thing, and she's like, I'm not calling her.
He said, I'm not getting in the middle of this. It's too
Right.
much.
But we made up because it literally was no reason for us to fall
Yeah.
out. I literally don't remember why we fell out. But that shit hurts.
Yes.
Like it
I
hurts.
feel like it hurts. Like, it's definitely
Yeah,
neck
because
and
I
neck.
trust you with my deepest,
Yeah.
darkest. Like you tell your
You know
girlfriend
everything
stuff,
about
you don't
me.
tell your man.
Right.
You tell your girlfriend stuff, you tell your diary.
Yeah.
And so like
And I
to
don't even
know
have
that
it.
that trust is Mel Deanna. but to lose that, like
Yeah.
somebody that you trust your life with, to feel like that trust is broken, that shit
It hurts.
Yeah.
and people don't talk about that enough, but I don't know, like shit. We got back together and that's my dog. Like
Yeah.
me and Jasmine are like this. If y'all go to my Instagram, y'all gonna see Jasmine. Hey Jasmine, shout out to you,
Yep.
girl.
Every time we see her, we see Jasmine.
Y'all see
Hey,
Jasmine,
girl.
that's my girl. Like that's my sister. Like that girl can call me for anything, and baby, shoes on, pants on, I'm out of here. That's my
Period.
dog.
That's right.
How you feel about it, Deanna?
Have you had one?
No.
I haven't because like
Lucky.
I literally like just gained my friends.
I
Like
was about to say, Deanna don't fool with everybody.
no, I don't.
So,
So like, I mean, no. Like I'm still friends and cool with like a couple of my friends from high school, but like ones that I was like click tight with, like we just grew apart. It wasn't no beef or nothing, but no. Like once I met Mel, I met everybody else, and then when they bring people around, if I don't click with them or don't feel
just
like
what
they
it is.
right, like I just don't even fool with it. So no. So like when me and Mel I got mad at Mel with the dog face. We had a text.
It didn't even last long.
Wait, you was mad about it?
No, I was mad.
Oh, no.
I was trying to figure out what was wrong with her.
What was you mean?
Because I was pregnant, Miranda.
Okay.
I was
It was
like,
the hormones.
I was like,
Okay,
I
you
need
get
to
a
get my
pass.
nails done. She said, I said,
But we
Y'all go back and look at the last episode so y'all can see what she's talking about because it's hilarious.
But,
Y'all kind of see the dog face.
but I was like, I can't be mad because Mel is my closest friend. So and now we do everything together. We call each other for everything. We text each other.
that's why I was crying so hard at that movie.
Dog,
dead ass. I'm so serious. She was like laying in the bed with her friend, and I just pictured me and Deanna, and I was like,
Because what am I gonna do?
Mm-mm.
And I'm close to
I
my
love
other
y'all's
friends.
friendship.
Don't get me wrong. Like,
yes.
but I'm like, if Mel's not going, I'm not going.
I love y'all's friendship.
You think
I
so?
really do.
No.
I can't stand up. I do. Y'all's friendship is so lit.
Because I be
Thanks.
feeling like,
See, that's the problem right there. You think so? No, thanks. For real.
she do it all the time.
I do.
I be like, oh my God, your makeup is so good. She be like, you think so? I be like, never, man.
Girl, forget it.
I'm working on it.
But now I feel like Deanna is like literally my blood sister. Like I feel like that's the relationship we have.
Yeah, so like if we do like not if we disagree on something, it's like, dang, this is one of my older sisters, and I
Like
guess
my
you
brother
right.
looks at her like, and his little sister, my mama looks at her like.
I said, your brother was talking to me real rough when we was at the club, and I ain't like it.
I said rough. I said, girl, that's how you talk to me. What you talking about?
She said he see you as his
sister.
sister now, so I
Right.
was like, but I don't like it.
I said, girl.
Not your feelings hurt.
You need to be like,
Because I don't have a brother, so I don't know what that's like. And I was like, I don't like it.
That's exactly
I feel like I was in trouble.
Let me ask y'all something.
Okay.
Do y'all feel like it's something that y'all's friendship has like taught y'all? Like something that you can take to your like what has your friendship with Deanna taught you that's helped elevate your life?
To be open.
ooh.
I feel like that too. My best friend taught me how to have hard conversations.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because I hate them.
I hate them. That's
Hate
probably
them.
the reason why we fell out.
And that's why I texted her.
Because
Because
I
I'm still not
won't
going
say
to talk.
shit. I won't say
Nope.
nothing. I will just act like nothing ever
Yep.
happened. You don't exist no more.
Nope.
And she be like, girl, we about to talk.
Mm-mm.
No, you're going to
Just
talk
send
to
me a text message. Write in the
Mhm.
letter. Put it in the
I
mail.
told Deanna one day, I said, you really hurt my feelings.
I love
I was
that.
like, for real? I was like,
She
I didn't
said-
know. I was just
No,
joking.
she said, I thought about that on the drive home.
Did I hurt Mel's feelings? Oh.
I said, so you just wasn't going to say nothing?
But I thought about it. And I think you should give her points for thinking about
She
it.
thought about it, but then she laughed. Girl, my feelings is still hurt. Bitch.
Oh.
But no, I feel like, so when I was listening to Know For Sure, and B was like, Meg, her relationship with Megan is like the most important relationship that she's ever had in her life, or the strongest or longest or whatever. I was like, I feel the same way about Deanna. Like, and I don't say this to like knock any of my other relationships because all of my friendships are
Of course.
very important to
But
me.
I think at this point, everybody
But-
knows how tight we are, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like me and Deanna is the closest friendship that I have. Like, she literally like feels like a sister to me.
Yeah.
So I feel like in our relationship, we try to make sure we good on all accounts.
Yeah.
So whatever that looks like, if we gotta have a conversation about something, we need to talk about something, we need to fix something, we need to adjust something, we need to show up in any type of way. We pay attention to how each other receive love, how each other shows love, what our communication styles are like. We know when one of us is off. Like, I walked in the shop the other day. I knew Deanna was off. I was like, I'm gonna give her a couple hours. She was good. And then
I told her, I said it had been a weird, like, it was just a weird week.
yeah, like I
It
feel
was
like
weird.
Deanna has taught me to be observant.
Yeah.
Ooh. I just realized that.
Yeah.
But no, she's taught me to be observant in relationships.
And that's why she should be a counselor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I went to therapy, so
See?
I need to get back in
But
there.
like I really like, not that I necessarily study Deanna, but it's like because we're around each other so much, I notice everything about her. And so like, and because that's my dog, that's my closest friend, like,
And vice versa, because like with the whole birthday stuff and like picking that out, like I sent them a picture of an outfit the other day. I was like, y'all, was this cute? Because I'm like, oh man.
like you know your friends. Like she has taught me to know my friends.
Yeah.
Because I think because Deanna is like, so I would say different, not in a bad way, but just different than, I think each friend obviously offers something different. But because Deanna is so different personality wise, like when I say like, some people would describe her as standoffish or
I
short
think that's so funny.
or mean.
I know, I never got that from you.
Yeah,
Dang.
but and
I literally never, like
and
the
a lot
first
of
day I
people
met her at
have.
Mahogany. When she used to do my hair.
For real? I
Yes.
don't remember that.
Like you, I remember
I was in
that's
my
probably
corner.
the first time I met you, but you wasn't mean.
right.
No,
She
that's
was
what I
so
telling
sweet.
And
people.
so many people, like, and I think in the beginning of our friendship, like, she's definitely evolved.
But that's probably what
But-
you pulled out of her.
Yeah, because she's pulled stuff out of me and I pull stuff out of her. And so I think I would like, when people would say so, I'd be like, I could see how you could see that. However, that ain't me and her's relationship. Like, that's not what I get from her. And I think that the fact that I got so much different from her than other people did, I just felt honored. Like, oh, she feels really comfortable around me.
Like, ooh, that's my friend.
So yeah, like she literally would come to every holiday. Like we spent Christmas together, Thanksgiving together, all the
like to
holidays
cook.
together.
And eat.
Like, and I was like, oh, I never had this before because our family was so
And my
small.
family's real small too. So.
Yeah, and so
One
we
house,
would be
that's
together
it.
for everything. And I was like, she's literally probably she is my tightest relationship.
I love that.
So I
That's
think
so special what y'all got. Y'all need to know that though. Like
Yeah.
that's really special. It's girls that really go through their life without having good
friends.
girlfriends, and that's.
And I be hating that for them. And
I
I be
do
like
too.
wanting to invite them in, but then I'm like,
You
I
can't do
don't
that.
know.
You
can't do it with
Yeah,
everybody.
no.
You could just be like, I hate.
And
that
I
for you.
get that.
hope
I
it gets
got that
better.
from them because I'm not the one that's gonna invite you in.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. But sometimes I'm like, dang, like I want people to experience what we've experienced. And
They will.
They
will. When it's on God's
Yeah.
timing.
for sure.
Yeah.
and maybe they won't.
Or
Maybe
maybe.
they
But
won't.
that, I mean, that's the harsh reality. But I'm just thankful that
Glad I
I'm
did.
not the one that
Mhm.
has to go
Girl
through life without
friendships
that.
are so important.
So important.
Yeah. You need your girls.
You
Yeah.
need your girls.
You pick your chord.
Last chord.
Last chord.
Let's see. Oh, we already had this. Oh, we should have put the ones we already done to the side.
Didn't even think about it. I think
has a significant other made you mad enough to damage their property? Share a story.
No.
Okay, so
Pick
there's
another
another
one.
one.
And why am I so? I thought they said has a shout out.
Because that's what we be saying.
I was gonna say a shout out ain't never made me mad.
That S dash O is definitely shout out.
Okay, aunties.
Okay. Have you ever gone through your partner's phone?
Absolutely yes.
What you saying?
Did you find anything?
Oh, y'all want me to tell my business?
I mean, no, you ain't got to go into detail.
I don't care. Because I've been with him since I was 10. And in our early years, I have went through his phone. And I went through his phone. And I don't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I have a reason to do that
Because when
anymore.
you
Right.
go through that phone, you get what you're looking for.
Baby,
Or you
every
find something.
10. I do a spot check now. Let's
What's
not
a
go
spot
crazy here. Let's not go
What's
crazy.
a spot check?
Like, you know, when I think about it, when his phone is right there and it just pops up in my mind, like, girl, go through that motherfucker. I do.
Because then you be like, well,
What you doing?
Something is telling me to go through his phone.
So now, do you find anything?
Girl, nothing. I be fired up.
yeah,
It don't be
fired up.
nobody me, his
Quit going through that
daddy,
phone.
and my nieces asking for shit.
Quit going
And
through that
so,
phone.
yeah.
Put it
But
down.
I've definitely done it before.
Because let me tell you something, you learn the patterns, and y'all been together long enough to learn the patterns. Because I was with somebody, and I never went through their phone until the very end, because I knew what time the pattern started switching up. I knew what time he went to work, what friend was gonna call, when they was gonna call. They knew he was asleep. That phone wasn't gonna ring at a certain time. He worked third shift. Now I don't know what you're doing at work, but when you get home, that phone don't ring.
That phone started ringing
towards the end. I started seeing some stuff, the little pattern switched up. And I had to go through that phone. I found what I was looking for. I'm about to tell you about yourself, herself.
Your way out.
You trying to get in touch? Oh, hold on, he sleep. I tell him to call you back when he wake up. I sure did. I tell him to call you back when he wake up. Don't worry about it.
I probably would have rolled it back too.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I would have woken up. Hey,
don't worry
she
about
said,
it.
"What you doing?"
Period.
She said, "Where you at?"
But the crazy thing is, it can't. The phone was broken, so he had to use my tablet. You know, men they do things a little different. So it popped up on my tablet. That's why I said, "Oh, okay." When he gets up, I'll let him know you sent the text.
I ain't never went through nobody's phone, but I started noticing his dude's pattern was changing up.
Pattern switch ups.
And I started looking at his Instagram, and I started noticing this one girl was like liking his stuff too much, and I was like, "Who is this?" So then I go to her page, and it was private. So then I had one of my friends send her a friend request.
Of course. I don't know why these niggas don't know. We gonna find out.
We're
going
to
You
find
know
out.
I'm gonna find out.
So then he was doing all kind of liking and commenting, and they was having conversations back and forth and stuff, and he was commenting on her stuff like he used to comment on man, and I was like,
"Sir,
that'll do it.
That'll do it."
Head on out. Yeah,
so then, I started sending screenshots and stuff. I was like, "Who is this?" And of course, my phone died. Nigga.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Stop lying.
See, I don't like getting to that point. It takes me too long. Once I'm enraged to a certain point, it takes me too long to come back down. And I don't like getting to that point. So.
That's what scares me about ever being single again. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's
because that year was hell.
I remember. You used to come in with all the stories about how trash.
So trash. Listen. Young, old, smart, dumb.
That's what they say.
They all just horrible.
I'm gonna switch over to the other side. Not the girls, white boys. But I probably ain't doing that either. Trash. Yeah, I've heard. But I ain't doing that. I love black men.
But
black
men though, because I want to see.
Don't have me trash.
Look at her.
I'll try to picture that.
Can you picture that?
Deanna listening to Moneybag. Date Peter.
Please. She be done clown him too much.
Yeah. Like, I matched with a white dude before on Tinder. I did. And he was really nice.
Did you?
No. Link? So we we met on Tinder. He was like tall, tan, in the construction engineering. They lived in like Cincinnati or something. So we got to talking or whatever, matched. He wanted to FaceTime me. And I told him, I said, no. I said, my hair is not done. And he insisted on FaceTiming me. I said, I got a bonnet on. And I couldn't do no because it was a fro. So my fro, it was smashed. I was being laying in the bed. So he wanted to do it anyway. So he FaceTimed me. He was talking. He was like, yeah. He was like, I've taken a black girl home to the rents before.
To the what?
I said, what's the rents?
Because what is the
parent? Bitch. No.
I said the what?
When did parents get slang to the rents?
Maybe that's what they do.
They do, because I see it on TikTok now. I said the rents. I said, what's that? No. You know me. He said, my parents. I said, well, what kind of black girl did you take home?
Was he like 22?
No. We was like the same age.
Speaking in TikTok.
But he was used to the ones that when they get a sew in, they got bad leave out. Them type of, okay.
Not the force
and me.
Out. Brazilian blonde.
I picked up the phone on the FaceTime. Like, all right, I done told you I'm in my bonnet. Like, I'm getting ready for bed. You see I'm laying in the bed. Girl, I ain't heard from that man no more. I was too black.
He said, oh, no.
I was too black.
She's too much of a nigger for me.
I was too black. It was too much. I ain't heard from him. It's fine. But,
well, at least you experienced it for us.
Yeah.
For a little bitch.
And then when he said the rents, I was like, I don't think we're gonna be able to go out because I don't know what that is. And your parents, I don't know.
So we're gonna go into free yourself. And in this segment, you know, just get whatever you need to get off your chest. Good, bad, indifferent.
I feel like we just did that.
I know it was a good little day. Shout out to cocktails.
Well, I just want to talk about how God is just so good for blessing me to see. I ain't got there yet, but I know He's gonna get me to Friday.
Shut up,
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh again.
I
think so too.
I think so.
You gonna get there,
I think I'm gonna get there. Y'all suck.
You getting there?
I feel like I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna see my birthday. I'm gonna see 33. But
yes, you are, man. You're gonna have a ball.
I'm gonna have a
ball.
If y'all ain't know, I celebrate.
And we have a ball every time.
Every
you ain't
year.
never hung with us, and you don't know what kind of ball we have.
We goes up for my birthday.
Everything.
Just because I be so thankful. Like I don't take birthdays lightly at all. Like you didn't have to make it to see another year.
Right.
And so the fact that God let me see another year, and I feel so content and happy in this space that I'm in. Like I don't really have no complaints. And I'm really thankful. And like I said earlier, that I'm in a season of accountability. I'm thankful for that too. Like it feels good to be like to not keep blaming everything on everybody else.
On somebody else.
Yeah,
yes.
like
That's
it feels
too.
good. It is draining. Like this is a more freeing space that I'm in right now, and I feel like it's like moving me to the next phase of my life. And so
It's gonna be lit out here.
listen, I'm just thankful. That's all I had to get off of my chest.
For yourself.
Well, I will get off my chest. Like you said, you in your season of accountability. I'm in my season of gratitude. I am in my season of, I talked about this on my last vlog too, like the things that are meant for me are for me.
Yes. Yes.
And if God don't want me to have it, if God don't want me to be doing it, I won't be doing it, I won't have it.
Yeah.
Like I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful for like being able to excel in my career. And being able to see constant and consistent growth with my passions, which is my YouTube channel.
You're killing it.
Thank you.
You're killing it.
I just really want to inspire, like, it's like my younger self.
Yeah.
I want my little me to, like, look up to me now and be like, she's so cool.
Yes.
Like, she's so fly. She's so nice.
I was watching your week 8 because, like, I'm all over the place right now watching
Come on,
everybody.
Week 8.
So I was watching week 8 and I was like, and when Anthony came in, I was like, hey, Miranda's really a YouTube girl. I was like, she's really dope. And he was like, yeah, I'll be telling her. And he's like, I'll be forgetting that she's got the camera. He was giving it to you.
I said, so how does it feel to have a content creator as a girlfriend? He lit up. And he was like, man, she's just so dope. Like,
I'm so grateful for him, y'all. Y'all don't know. Like, having somebody that I know is in my corner to, like, push me.
Yeah.
Like, Anthony has been telling me to do content creation, y'all, for so long. But I was so consistent on, like, if I can't do it right, if I can't
That's what he said.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want nothing to look janky. I want my editing to be on point. I want my everything to be on point. And now
It's
just
on point.
pours into. Thank you.
It's
man.
on point. I
Thank
was like,
you.
look at Miranda's vlog.
Yeah.
Like, go, what?
no, seriously.
Thank you. Like, and he does little stuff like, so me and my MacBook, I be trying to edit, but I be trying to like, I be having to like erase a bunch of shit because I run out of storage all day, every day. So
Get you a hard
last
drive.
week, he did.
Get you a hard drive.
I kept saying, I'm going to get me a hard drive. I'm going to get me a hard drive. So he came home and was like, I got you this. And it was
That's
a hard drive.
right.
So I'm just grateful for that. I'm just grateful to be in a season of doing something that can pay my bills, but also something that can pay my passion.
Yes.
That can just excel me into what I want to do and not what I have to do. And so hopefully what I want to do will one day sponsor
Correct.
It
what I
will.
need to do.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
Cause like also like you said, I told Mel, I said, girl, I said, Brenda speak of some stuff. When she said it's dope to watch what you do, like what you start from the ground up, like just to elevate. Like that's dope to me. And then like I was listening to Know For Sure, and they was talking about like starting their podcast, and I didn't know that they started like this year until Mel told me. And because I thought they started like last year or
No, that
something.
was earlier this year.
What I said. It was like April or
They
something.
was like, they were still like figuring it out and this and that and other. Like they didn't know like what the setup would be, who the producer would be. Like, so it's dope to see where they are too. So like that's inspiration because it's like even though we just started, I feel like it's gonna be.
It is.
And
It's not gonna. And here's the thing: when you're doing something you want to do, it don't matter where it goes.
Period.
Because
It's
you're
gonna
gonna
reach
be
who it's
happy.
gonna
It's
reach.
gonna reach who it's supposed to reach.
And I'll be excited every week.
And you're not gonna exactly, and that's the payoff.
Yeah.
It's doing something that you look forward to doing
Yes.
every week.
Yes.
So I'm just thankful. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful y'all had me today.
Of course.
I'm just
came.
in a grateful season.
Yes.
What made you like finally get serious about wanting to create your content on YouTube?
I literally think it was God. I really think God was just talking. I feel like I heard God say now.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said, okay, now. I had started to watch a lot of vlogs, and I was watching people, and I would just be saying, I can do that.
You can,
I can do that.
Yeah.
I have the personality to do that.
Yeah.
I have
Anything
the
you can do, I can
looks.
do better.
Period.
Period.
Okay? And so I really thank God. It's just one weekend. I was just like, I'm just going to pull out my phone and start. And then it was just like, I'm going to go get me a camera today. And that couldn't have been nothing but God. But God does stuff like that in my life, y'all. All
does.
the time.
For real.
Everything is always perfect timing. It's not a day too late and not a day too short. Just like I told you with marriage, like don't let people push you to do stuff until you're ready to do it. Until God tells you to do it. And it's the same way with this vlog, like with my YouTube channel. Like people kept telling me, like, you should do something with content creation. You should do something with styling. You should do something with this. And I'm like, okay, y'all, I will.
But it's gotta be right.
But it's got to be right. And
And
it's
on
got to
your
be the right
terms.
time.
On
And
your
on my
terms.
terms.
Yes.
Yep, so that's it. That's it for me. I'm just grateful.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
I
what
love
about you,
that.
Deanna?
I feel like I say the same thing every week. I'm loving where I am right now. Like, I'm cool with how stuff is going, how life is going. I'm excited to do the podcast every week. Like, I feel like God was telling me that, well, I was getting uncomfortable. I was getting bored. I mean, we behind the chair 5 days a week. So I'm like, I'm getting bored. We need something else to do. And literally we started the podcast and it's like, okay, I heard you. I see it. So I'm thankful for that. And somebody told us today, I was like, I didn't know that y'all was so spiritual. And it's like, yeah, like what I've learned, you gotta keep God ahead of everything that you do in order for you
First
to
on
elevate.
anything.
Like always first. And it's like, yeah, I'm spiritual and I believe it because I know where I've been and where He's put me at now.
A word.
So I'm like definitely spiritual. And we all fall short sometimes, but He's gonna pull you back in.
We spiritual, not perfect.
Yeah.
Period.
Like
And
He's
you know
gonna
you
pull you
wouldn't
back
be
in
nowhere where you are now
without
without
it.
him.
Girl.
Because I be like, when people like, and I know everybody goes through something, but when I feel like they don't have a relationship, and literally like, I feel like my relationship just got back on track, like to where I started to hear His voice, and I be looking around like, what? Am I tripping? But I feel like when people think that their life is not going the way that they want it to, is because they don't have their relationship.
You got to get back connected.
You got to get connected.
always gonna be
you got to
something missing.
manifest.
Yeah.
It's always going to be something missing.
And you're going to always feel like something is
Yeah.
missing. There's always going to be a void there.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm thankful too right now. Like I haven't had anything like bad to say, and I have my days too, but it ain't nothing like that's gonna make me feel some type of way or that needs to come off my chest. It's just everyday stuff, that little things that can be changed. It's nothing crazy. So that's about it for real.
I really see good things for this podcast, y'all. I see this podcast being so big. I really do. I see y'all taking off because it's
All
good
of us
girl
at the same
talk.
time. High five.
High five. Come on, community.
Yes.
I really do. I really do. I see y'all touching so many people, and it's so many girls that need this. Like good girlfriend.
Yeah, because
good
even one of my
talks.
younger clients, she's like 17. She's like, I watch y'all's podcast, and she does not talk. So when she said it, I was like, she was like, I loved y'all's podcast. I watched. I said, you watched it? She was like, yeah. She was like, it's so good. And I was like,
it really is. It really, really is.
Oh,
It feels good. Like,
And that's the best part.
it feels good when we doing it. Like, I don't feel like we're overthinking it. Like you, I told Dan, I was like, I don't want to put out nothing janky. Which is why people was like, why you ain't got a podcast yet? I was like, it's going to happen when it's going to happen.
Yep.
But
and not a day late.
I was like, I'm not just about to, like, put out no phone content. Like,
because this was going to be.
that was what it was going to look like. And I
Look, I would have came and moved the camera for y'all. Listen,
I was like, put the phone on the TV stand and get some mics to put on our shirts. And,
And a drink.
figure it out.
we wasn't about to do it. We was not about to do it. I was like,
just talk loud.
just talk loud. We was going to be like, yeah. So,
And yelling.
like, no. But I was like, I feel like this is going to reach who God wants it to
supposed
reach.
It is.
And it's
It
going to
is.
reach our podcast friends. Cocktails, Poor Minds,
It
Nova
is,
Sure.
y'all.
I said,
I
what
can't wait
if
till
No
we come
for
into y'all live
sure?
shows.
Listen,
Listen.
VIP backstage.
Period.
Sit with
Be one of
us.
the guests.
I said, what if No for sure? Like, because when B. Simone came, like, for the comedy show, I was like, yo, she's cool than a mud. Like, got to take pictures. I thought that was dope, but like, they human just like us. They friends just like us.
Because the best content, the best podcast and content is the stuff that's relatable.
That's relatable.
It's the stuff where you can see yourself. Like, I can talk to them.
Yeah.
They can be my friend.
It's like when people was like, so what are your topics going to be? What are you going to talk about? I'm like, the stuff that everybody else talks about.
And,
Or the stuff that y'all scared to talk about.
Yep.
or what we be talking about in the shop.
Exactly.
Just
Like,
shop
the
talk.
stuff that you
That's
talk
the
about with your
best
friends.
Talk.
Listen.
It's that shop talk.
And listen,
that chair.
shop
Good shop
talk is
therapy.
not talking about who in the
It's
city,
not.
this in the
It's
city,
not.
that man, her man. It ain't none of that. Shop talk is we talking about what's going on in the shade room. We just chopping it up
Shop
about
talk
what.
be healing.
Yes.
It be healing. It be like, let me get this off my chest.
Period.
Let
Life
me have good
situations.
time. Like, let me lighten what I had on me. Let me just lighten it up.
Period.
Shop talk is like therapy. It really
is.
is therapeutic.
I remember the first time I had a client cry in my chair, just talking. And I was like, oh, this is what they was talking about.
Yeah.
Because I remember people, I would always tell people, yeah, I got a degree in psychology, but I don't use it. And they're like, no, you use that
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. The way you make people feel comfortable coming back to you and telling you their business every day. Because I know, baby, during my breakup, Mel knew all my business, okay? She knew
And you gotta
everything.
love it because it's not going nowhere.
It don't go nowhere.
I trust
It's not
it.
going
I trust
anywhere.
it. With
Don't
it.
go nowhere.
And shoot, the only person I'm gonna tell is Deanna, and she works
And
with
she
me, so
heard
she
it.
know
Look,
she heard it.
I done told her too. She heard it.
She done already heard it.
We talked about it together.
We close the door.
Period. Listen, because
They
today I was
look
like, close the door because you know my voice carries.
We close the door and
Respect
we
your
talk.
privacy.
Listen.
But no, we wanted to have you on today because I was like, I just think it's so dope what she's doing. The fact that you can tell that you really
have fun.
started taking yourself seriously and your content creation seriously. And I feel like we was on the same page around the same time.
Alignment.
So, yeah,
Alignment.
it just all aligned. You see, we matching.
Alignment.
Got
Y'all watch
our
it come and we literally
we both got our shoulders
are
out.
giving
They
in the
got
same
their
color.
shoulders out.
And she got on green and get on green. And, listen,
Miranda said I had on green because she had on green. So
Period.
but
We
no,
aligned
it's like we only really mess with good energy that we vibe
Period.
with. And I was like, I want to have a fun episode for my birthday episode. And
I'm honored.
I know we always cut
We
up
always
and have a good
cut up.
time.
I'm so honored. Y'all had me back.
we be
And I ain't
y'all.
playing.
We be cutting up talking about
That's the
perfume.
Of course. Huh?
I said we be cutting up talking about perfume.
Literally, why was we in there
Perfume.
talking about perfume? Literally having the deepest dive on Chloe Nomad.
Period.
Because
And how you
Deanna
need
don't
to-
like it.
I hate
And how
it.
you need to wear the perfume that suits you.
Yes.
Don't be trying to wear your friend's perfume
And take a breath
and it
first.
smell musty on you.
Bear.
Because you can't be musty and then try to spray some perfume and you
It
smell
ain't
it.
gonna work.
You try to spray perfume on top of funk. That don't work.
I love it here.
They ain't looking crazy though.
They not.
Y'all look
I didn't do
all
Miranda
this.
ain't kept me yet, so I'm good. Y'all, we got another segment, a new segment.
Ooh,
Because
see.
guess what? Y'all been listening. And when I asked y'all to send in some questions for advice, y'all sent them in. Well, somebody did. So we're going to read it. And Miranda, you going to help us.
I am. I
Answer
love to get
her
my
advice
unsolicited
question.
opinion. That's what I do.
So this segment is called Girl Listen.
girl.
Because listen
Put
to
your
us.
ears on.
So this question says, I'm in the process of launching a new website that is apparel, unisex, and I don't know the proper way to ask my friends and family to repost and share my website. One side of me feels like I shouldn't have to ask for a repost, share, and like from my friends and family, but the other side feels like maybe I should. What advice could you give?
Sorry if y'all heard my stomach and stuff, Lord Jesus. Everything's over moving.
Life happens.
What I would say is a lot of times, y'all, some of your biggest supporters ain't gonna be your peoples. And I learned that with now. I shout out to my sisters and my cousins, and they know who they are. They gonna support. They gonna be the first to comment, first to share everything. But there's friends that you think would share your content, and you know what? I still don't treat them no different.
Period.
So I would tell her, just if you got a group chat, put that shit in your group chat and tell them, hey, can y'all share this? And if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't.
Yeah.
But your content or what she's doing is going to do what it's supposed to do.
Period.
It's going to reach who it's supposed to reach. And you just got to be okay with the fact that sometimes some of your biggest supporters are going to be people you don't know.
Period.
Like,
I 100% agree. I also feel like God gave you the vision. He didn't give them the vision. So they might not see it as important as you do. That don't mean that they see you less important. But as far as the vision goes, as passionate as you are about it, they're not gonna be as passionate because God didn't give them that vision. That's also not to say that when it does blow up and they do start to support, and I don't think that you should feel a type of way about that either, because
God's still working on me on that.
I don't like, because okay, prime example. This is kind of similar but kind of not. When I was bigger and size wise, I have lost like 85 pounds. But when I was bigger,
good as hell.
snitch. When I was bigger, you get a certain type of attention or lack thereof, and then when you lose the weight, you start to get an overwhelming amount of or type of attention. And then certain people that may not have been looking at you when you was bigger may be looking at you now. I felt the way at first, but then I was like, well, people like what they like, and people have preferences or whatever. And so if their preference wasn't that size, then like I can't be mad at that because I got preferences and I like what I like also. Right. And so even with your apparel website, or whatever, like
a shirt is free though.
A shirt is free.
And you don't gotta like my stuff to share.
I completely understand. I just feel like as far as like the vision goes, they might not see it in the very beginning, like as passionately as you do.
Yeah.
And
I don't think that they will at all. Like I think family, some friends, the way we see entrepreneurship, they don't see it.
They don't see it.
They don't see that.
I had to explain that to somebody because they were really upset that somebody in their life wasn't supporting them in the come up stage. And I was like, well, the vision wasn't for them. The vision is for you. So you go as hard with that vision that God gave you. Like you said, stay that course. You go as hard as you possibly can. And one day they might see it. One day they might not. And you got to be okay with that. Because like you said, you're going to have supporters. They just might not be the people that you expected it to be.
I have people that comment on my vlogs every week. I don't even think they live in Louisville, y'all.
And That's what's up.
I don't even know them.
I said I feel like our biggest supporters are not gonna be in Louisville.
No.
They not.
And that's okay.
And that is perfectly fine. You can support me from China.
I don't care who the supporters are.
Don't
Because
lie.
whoever
You
your
wanna fly me
stuff is
out too?
supposed to reach, whoever's supposed to reach,
It's gonna reach.
it's gonna reach.
Yep.
It might not be for so and so in Louisville. That's
Yep.
okay.
Yep, that's right. Like, you're absolutely right. Now, I do think you can ask. Like I said, if you got a group chat or something,
Put that in there.
put that in there.
Cause I be doing it.
For sure.
Oh, I do every Friday. Every Friday,
I be
I
like,
send my
hey,
link
y'all.
to Jasmine. I send it to my group chat. I send it to Anthony. Well, Anthony sent it to me. But I send it every week and say, hey, vlog's out today.
I'll be like, y'all know what to do. Run it up, please.
Okay. And if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. It's still going to reach
Who is supposed to reach?
Yep.
I think I'm allergic to alcohol.
Girl, good
She
night.
say it every time she drinks.
Take another shot.
That's what I feel like. Just
Girl.
keep drinking. You'll forget about it.
Because when I be drinking, my nose get all
Allergies,
stopped
some
up.
allergies.
Maybe you just get allergies.
It's both.
I guess
Bless
that's
your
what
heart.
allergic reactions are. But yeah, just keep doing what God told you to do.
That's it. That's all you can do.
Yep.
He didn't say do it because people are gonna support you.
Right.
He told you to do it.
You need to get these clothes out.
Because what Pastor say, being partially obedient is still disobedience.
Disobedient.
So be obedient to what God told you to do.
A functional center.
The whole
I
way.
feel like he was
be fully
talking to me.
listen.
I feel
Don't
like-
be obedient in just the ways that are comfortable for you. Don't only post your stuff because certain people are going to support it. No, keep doing what God told you to do. And who is going to reach is who is going to reach. Or who is supposed to reach is who is going to reach.
Because when it's your time, y'all, it's your time.
It's your
And
turn.
can't nobody or anything block that.
Nope.
Period. And you heard. I was in the car the other day and I called Mel because I called and I said, I pulled up in the driveway. I put that car in park so fast. And I said, Mel, I just heard, what y'all call him, Jesus Devontae?
She gets on my nerves.
Jesus Devontae Christ.
It's so black. It's so black.
I said, I just heard him tell me something. And I said, I think, I listened a little bit. I think I did listen because But
Sometimes they make you nervous too.
Yeah.
yes.
But you know what? When I feel like it make me nervous, that's when I feel
That's
like
when
I'm
you
supposed
really
to
supposed
do
to
it.
do it.
supposed to.
Yep.
I was in the
Do it
shower.
In the shower.
I was in the shower the other day and I was thinking about doing something that I wasn't supposed to do, and the picture fell off the wall.
Oof.
That picture been hanging up for over 2 years.
God said, get it at your brain.
Now.
I ain't even
What
get scared.
now?
I was like, okay.
Get annoyed. Like, really like your
What?
daddy, yeah.
I said, and I feel like his voice was like, he was being aggressive. Like, I need to do it right now. Or just do it.
Girl, that's the time you move.
Just
Yes.
do it.
You move.
That's when you move.
But it
That's
took a
when you move.
long time for me to be able to hear that. Like, I didn't know what they said. And then, because only other, like, I heard it in the shower.
Mhm.
And it
You
was
gotta get
just
you
like,
by yourself.
yeah. Like, it has to be quiet. I have to be with myself. Because I was in the car and I was pulling in the driveway. I had turned my music off. I put that car in park. It was intense.
I feel like every big decision I've made has been like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes I might not hear it. It just be a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like now.
Yeah.
Like right now. I feel like when I bought my house, it was like that.
What I say?
I feel like dead
When
ass.
we got the shop, it was like it.
Yes, it's like
When we did this
now.
podcast, we kept on talking
Yes.
about timing and how the timing was
When I got my
perfect.
car, I was so scared to get my car.
Mhm.
Because literally, like, we went in, my daddy went with me. And the man kept telling me, he was like, it's fine, you can do it. You'll be, because I had never had a car payment. He was like, you'll be able to pay the car payment.
Mhm.
He was like, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'm going to do this, this, and this. And what he got me the car.
Yeah.
I
And
always be like, what you scared of?
I was so nervous. But it was the year before COVID.
Mm.
So I was like, well, what if they shut us down? He was like, it'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
And
Yeah.
it's been fine.
And it's been fine. Car loan was paid off.
Period.
So, yeah.
What's some affirmations?
Oh, let's see. Our friend y'all Shake sent us some this week.
Shout out to Shay.
Shout out to Shake. She sends us affirmations every week.
They were good ones. Okay, affirmations for the week are: I forgive myself for every moment of doubt that delayed what was rightfully mine. I have the ability to recover from difficulties. I am surrounded with people who see my value.
Woo! A big one. Ooh.
I give myself permission to do what is right for me. Period. And money is drawn to me.
Money, 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 money. Money. Oh. Oh. That sounded good.
It's giving trio.
Trio. Y'all, I'm so hyped. This episode has been amazing.
Y'all, thank y'all so
Our
much for
guest has been
having me.
amazing. Tell them
I
where
had
they can
about-
find
Have me
you.
back, first of all.
We're absolutely.
You can
Listen,
make anytime.
anytime you want to.
We
I'll be
gotta
back
be on
next
the
week. Look.
podcast.
Listen.
We can just chop it up.
Yes,
set up a
girls' night
girls'
coming
night.
soon.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, y'all can find me on YouTube at Miranda Annette. That's MarandaAnnette. You can find me on Twitter. Is it called Twitter X?
It's X.
It's X.
Girl.
Since when?
Elon Musk.
Shout out to Elon.
Huh.
Y'all can find me on Twitter at 2 Rans, RANS_. And that's also my name on Instagram is 2 RANAS_closet. Thank you.
Hey.
We love it. And y'all make sure y'all follow us on Instagram and TikTok at We Them Girls Pod. And send in your questions so we can help y'all out. Give y'all a little piece of advice, a little nugget at wethemgirls.pod@gmail.com.
You know it.
And then y'all catch us every week. You can find the audio on Wednesdays, anywhere you stream podcasts. And on Thursdays, you can find the visual on our YouTube page at We Them Girls Podcast on YouTube. So y'all connect with us. Like, share, comment, subscribe,
This is so fun.
all the things. And if y'all want to give me a birthday gift, y'all head on over to YouTube and our Instagram and TikTok. Follow us and subscribe.
Like,
Please.
comment, share,
all the
and
things.
subscribe to my girls. We Them
Support
Girls.
us and connect with us.
Let's
Yes.
get it.
Because we love y'all.
Y'all deserve all y'all blessings that's coming to y'all. And I know it's many, many, many blessings, y'all.
You
Thank y'all
deserve the
so
same.
much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
It was so fun.
Bye.